I'm on top of the world. I can fly. Hey, this should be you doing this. Stop watching the video. This should be you enjoying this in a leisure travel van. I'm going swimming. Today, we're going to talk about the Wonder Murphy Bed Lounge. I need you to get a piece of paper and a pen, and we're going to make a little checklist because this is the perfect two-person motorhome. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do appreciate it. Ring that bell, smash that bell. I want to be small and stealth. Check. 24 feet 9 inches. I want to be under 10 foot exterior height. Check as well. I want to have a big bed, almost a king-size bed. Check. I want to have a big, dry, stand-up bathroom. Check. I want to have reclining chairs with a 40-inch smart TV. Check. I want to have a second outside TV so I can do tailgating or sit by the campfire and watch movies. Check. The luxuries of my big house, and I want to be small. I want to have a big galley, all in the 2025 Wonder Murphy Bed Lounge. I can't wait to show you this motorhome. Come on, let's go inside and bring the checklist. Welcome inside the 2025 Wonder Murphy Bed Lounge, the perfect two-person motorhome, dual recliners, absolutely fantastic. Hey, but my mom would get mad at me if I didn't take off my shoes when I come into the house, so I'm going to do that. And we've got shoe storage built in right here, so I really like that. 2 places. So I don't know how many pairs of shoes you have, but I think you can take them, or I can put the shoes underneath here. So 2 great shoe storage areas. You're not going to trip over your shoes in the stepwell, but this is very cool. Look at this. I kind of have a chaise lounge. Very cool. I can just kick back and relax. I really like that. I can even have a little day bed. Why not? Both chairs recline, right? So we got power footrests on this side too. So dual power footrests. Very nice. If I want to watch TV, look at this. Wow. Pop-up 40-inch smart TV. Got Avatar 2 on. My favorite movie. Absolutely great. I mean, this is super comfortable. I really, really like this. This is just a great use of space. We have our little slide out here that's come out on our Wonder. Look at this. This is great. I have USB-C and USB charging ports on both sides, as you can see here. Place here for magazines or put my iPad. All of the plugs in the motorhome are inverted, so I've got plugs here that I can invert and charge my computers and phones and anything electronic. It feels really, really big. As you can see, when the slide out is out, look at this. This is huge, right? I need to be doing this for my Jenny Craig diet. 1, 2. I think that's about it. We can turn this into a dining room area, a work desk area. Very simple to do. Look at this. Whoop. Look at that. We have a full, beautiful dinette for 2. 1 and 2. You can use this as a work desk, playing cards, jigsaw puzzles, games, kicking back, relaxing, and of course, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I also have a wireless charging port here and a wireless charging port over there for my phone. Built-in drink holders, my beverage and my popcorn right here. So it's super versatile. Dinette area or a lounge area. We were a sofa. Now I'm going to show you this, how it goes into a bed. We're going to do this live. We're going to do this real time. It takes to make this into a sleeping bed area at night. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's how fast it is. Ready? Here we go. I'm asleep. How's this for a bed? 65 inches wide, almost king wide, a little bigger than a queen. I am 6'1" all day long. You can see I have lots of room. Pillow back here. Yes, very, very comfortable. You can leave your bedding on here, bring the bed down, go to sleep. Built-in reading lights on both sides. You have LED strip lighting, all controlled off your phone as well. Look how much room you have. And this is a walk-around island bed now. That's very important to understand, right? So when my bed is completely down, I can slide out this way. I can walk around the bed, right? I can walk around the bed, go to the bathroom, go to the fridge, go to the kitchen, right? I'm not interrupting anybody while they're sleeping, right? Fully walk around, come all the way into the bathroom area. Hello. Turn around, go all the way back over into my bed area and go back to sleep without disturbing my significant other over to here. Plus, you can see how big the bed is. I mean, if I'm just by myself, look at this. I like this. I can just sleep this way. And if you're kind of shorter, you could probably sleep this way as well. Absolutely fantastic. But this nice big foam mattress, super comfortable. Reading lights, built-in reading lights right here. Back support. Look at that. This is super comfortable. Now, if I want to watch TV, boom, 40-inch smart TV, up we come. Thank you. Now I'm watching Avatar. Super comfortable. This backrest is incredible. And different settings you can do. Push it all the way up. You can be here. You can be here. If you do work on your iPad or your laptop, you can do that right here as well. Super comfortable. And I love the landscape window. So full-time window all the time. So when the bed's up, I still have lots of natural light. Awning style windows, and awning style windows, as you can see, they go all the way open. It's pouring rain outside. I don't have to worry about them getting water into the motorhome. And then at nighttime, I have night shades. That is so important. Night shades are great. Lots of blackout there. And then right over here, we have one of our multiplex panels here, so I can control the motorhome, turn lights on and off in this area here. So if I want to turn this LED light off, I can turn lights off and on. You can see how I've turned off the lights above there. So that's all controls this area. And this is really important. Big question we always get, can I have the bed down with the slide out in? Yes, you can. Let's do it right now. So we're just going to bring the slide out in. Always be facing the slide out, right? That's very important. There we go. Slide out is completely in. Bed is completely down. And let's say you're at a roadside stop. You're not allowed to have your slide outs out, but you're tired. You've been driving all day. I can still go to sleep. And once again, I am well over 6'1". So, I mean, this is good. This is very, very good. So you can see I've got all my bedding on here. That's where you put your pillows, right? Okay, then we're going to flip this up. And then we're just going to lock this in place here. And another very important thing, make sure your significant other is out of the bed, because they will be very, very unhappy when you do this. Pillows up there. Look at this. Bed goes up. There's two locks here. We're going to lock it there. We're going to lock it there. Okay, and then we're just going to bring this down. And now look at this. We are now back into a dinette area. Put our last cushion in here, and look at this. Ta-da! I'm back into a living room area. Like I said, Swiss Army knife. Let's talk about colors in the Wonder Motorhome for 2025. We have white oak and rift oak. We also have an option for Bianco white uppers. Gives it a really nice look. We have two different countertop colors. This is Antarctica white. We also do concrete. We have three different ultra fabric colors. This is Dove. We also do clay and sand. So three different ultra fabric colors. This is very cool. And all the wonders for 2025, including the Murphy Bed Lounge, we have ducted air conditioning. So I have cold air here, in the galley area, and in the bathroom area, I've got cold air ducted from our Truma Venta 13,500 BTU air conditioner. Plus, we inverted the air conditioner. So we put soft start on it and we inverted it off of our brand new 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. So I can run the air conditioner off of the house batteries. Don't have to start my generator. How cool is that? Plus, you can see we have all the beautiful LED lighting throughout the motorhome, kind of soft, diffused look. And of course, my favorite is our opening skylight. Look at this. Look at that beautiful blue sky, opening skylight. If you have some bugs around, you can bring this across and no bugs can come in. Or if you're in the hot, hot sun, but you still want some fresh air, you bring this across, prevent the sun from coming in and still have some fresh air coming in. You know, you can go half and half. You can play some games with it, but it's absolutely beautiful to have all of this beautiful air. So you can see how easy it pops open and close. Very great. This is very important. See, we have flush floor all the way to the cab area, so I don't have to step down. I'm not going to trip and fall. That's a great safety feature. And, you know, flush floor. We got our beautiful linoleum that goes front to back, easy to clean, easy to sweep, right? You can see all of our electrical plugs, so you can run these off your house batteries by turning on your inverter. But I love how the chairs become part of the motorhome. As you can see, they get up, I can come into the back area, got a beautiful area here just to sit back and relax, nice and comfortable, knees in a good spot. Chairs come up, they turn and swivel, as you can see. We also have a great option. We have an optional table right here. I'm just gonna show you how easy that is. So that just clicks in here, pretty simple to put in. And I've got a nice little table. So in the morning, if somebody was still sleeping and I wanted to do some work on my computer, I can have my table right here. I can do some work, have coffee, kick back, relax. It's just nice to have a little workstation, secondary workstation right here. Well, let's just say somebody was still in bed and I want to watch TV in the morning. I can get up, pop up my 40-inch TV. You're going to like this. It turns and swivels. And look at this, turns and now faces me. Very, very nice. I like that. Have my morning coffee, watch the morning news. Plus I've got a sound bar, Bluetooth sound bar for music. And we have a built-in subwoofer as well. So when we're watching a movie, we can make it rock in this motorhome. 3, 2, 1. 40-inch smart TV. Storage is very important in a small motorhome. We have lots of great interior storage. Look at this. Nice big storage area here, right? Little storage up here. We also have storage here underneath the dinette area here. On this side, this is where our entertainment area goes. So if you order the T4 WineGuard satellite dish that does Dish Direct or Bell, you'd put your receiver in here. We have HDMI plugs right here, so you can plug in your satellite dish into here and you can watch satellite TV here or on the outside. That runs off of your HDMI on the TVs. You can also plug in your PlayStation or a Blu-ray player. So anything that you want to watch from your entertainment points of view, all the controls are built right here. We also have 2 inverted plugs. We have some coax cable connections as well. And then the other part of our entertainment system is right up above here. This is where our WineGuard 2.0 is on the roof. So this is our Wi-Fi booster and our TV antenna. You can see there's 2 green buttons here, one for the Wi-Fi booster and one for the TV antenna. That's digital TV. What the Wi-Fi booster will do is it will pick up any free Wi-Fi that happens to be in your area and boost it into your motorhome. Or you can buy the service from WineGuard and then your own personal walk-in hotspot, or you can buy a secondary SIM card off your telephone supplier and then you would be your own walk-in hotspot as well. So this is where we turn on our Wi-Fi booster and where we turn on our TV antenna booster. So for 2025, we've added some new features to our multiplexing system. Here's the main control panel. We have secondary control panels throughout the motorhome. Turn on our porch light or our awning light. This one has the WineGuard T4 satellite dish. You can hit that right there. You can see our tanks are empty in freshwater, gray, and our black is empty. We have a little bit of propane. Our master light switches right there for on and off. Water pump turn on, battery disconnect switch. You can turn that off and on there. You can see our temperatures, right? House battery, what our voltage is at, and our chassis batteries right there. AGS, which is an automatic gen start. Switches for our lights. Once again, you can control this all off your phone. If you hold the button, it'll dim the lights. You can turn lights off and on individually, or you can turn the master switch all the way on, all the way off. Got our new system here. For example, we have a smart solar controller. Now you can see all the controlling of what's going on with how much power is coming into the motorhome and what we're using. So that's quite exciting. Over here, we have our auto gen start, which I can then program. You can see how the power is flowing in and where it's being used. This runs the entire motorhome right here, or you can get the app and you can run it off your smartphone as well. Now, more storage. You can see right here, we have some more storage up in this area here. Nice big storage panels. Once again, curved doors, right? European hidden hinges. Look, soft close, right? Nice and solid. And I'm going to show you a little trick. Sometimes people have dropped things when the TV's been down. Look, you can bring this down like this, and in case you drop some keys or some coins, you have easy access to that. Plus, you can watch the TV down low. At nighttime, this will come right through so you can watch the TV down low. Very cool, is it not? See our beautiful awning style window. Look at that view. You know, when I do these videos, I always say, man, our customers need to be doing this. People that are watching these videos need to get a leisure travel van and enjoy this. Awning style windows, so they open up all the way, so I have lots of cross ventilation. And that awning style window means if it's pouring rain, you can see I can have the window fully closed. I can open the window. It's raining. I don't have to worry about water coming into the motorhome. We have nighttime shades. Look at this, built right in. MCD shades. You can see we got the built-in holders right here, so I can have the window open. And we've got a pretty good breeze, as you can see. It's holding nice, and I've got fresh air coming into the motorhome. Very cool. Right above the entry door, we have 3 controllers here right now. So this is our Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater. So a couple settings on there. We have Eco, which doesn't heat that 1 liter of hot water. We have Comfort, which heats that 1 liter of hot water. So we've got a recirculating pump. We have lines running to each of the hot water faucets in the motorhome. So you have instant hot water. Over here is our slide out switch for bringing the slide out in and out. Always be looking at the slide out when you hit that button, right? And if there's anything in front of the slide out or around the slide out, make sure you check. We don't want anything to damage the slide out. Last button right here is our lithium battery warmer. So standard, we have 270 amps of lithium amp hours. We have an option for another 270 amp lithium battery, which would give you 540 amps of lithium batteries. Lithium batteries do not like the cold. When it gets down at 36, 37, 35, you want to make sure that you press that button, that red light comes on. It means the heaters are on the battery to keep them giving and taking a charge. 3 simple things above the door, very simple. You can see we've got our screen door here. I love this screen door because we have aluminum bracing that goes across. So if you have pets, they're not going to go flying through the screen. And we got a privacy blind at night. So that just locks right into there, a little magnet there. And as you can see, I have total privacy. People always wonder why I have so much energy. Well, this is my second bottle of Coca-Cola this morning. I love this. We got a handle for getting in and out. You can see it's lit. I really like that. Ultra fabric here. A place here to hang your jackets when you come into the motorhome. Fire extinguisher right there. We also have our secondary multiplexing panel right here. So that controls areas around here. So for example, let's say we're going for a walk. Boom, all the lights are off. And then here I turned all the lights back on. This is also another battery disconnect switch. This is new for 2025. So if I want to turn all the power off in the motorhome, I would turn this switch to off, and then all the power is off in the motorhome. We also have a master control switch outside where our batteries are that turns off all the power to everything. Look at this. Nice big hanging closet, adjustable shelves, right? So I can put this as clothing, hanging clothing. All these move in and out. I can set them at different heights. Absolutely fantastic. I love that. Look at this. Holes open, full drawer extension glides, soft close. Look at this. Woo. Nice big storage bin. That is deep. Yes. Storage. And then right here, we have access to all of our fuses and our breakers. So if there's no power in your motorhome when you plug into a campground, check all your breakers. Something could have tripped. Hard to believe that I have this size of galley. Unbelievable. Let's have a look at this galley area a little more in depth. Number one, solid corian countertops, right? That's very important, right? This is Antarctica white. I love this 2-burner spark ignition stove, right? So we fire that up, very easy to fire up. Built-in backsplash, that is very smart. And look at this, closes. So now I'm all flat. And look at this, this is where our Keurig machine goes. It fits, Keurig machine will fit right in there, or whatever you want to put in there. Nice, big, deep storage there. Absolutely beautiful. I just love that. We're just going to move this around a little bit so I can show you everything. It's here, but look at the size of this galley. We can do some serious cooking. Gordon Ramsay, give me a call. I want to be on MasterChef. Over here, look at this. This is a plate, dishes, kind of drying area. You put them in there, they drip dry into there. I love that. That is super smart. Put it in like that. I like that. Nice big deep stainless steel sink. Chrome faucet. Beautiful. I love the accessory channels here. Paper towel holder. Super smart. Place here for your spices, right? Storage up above here. Look at this. Nice big deep storage bins, right? Look at that. See how long this arm is, right? Look at this. All the way to here deep. Put a few plates in there. That's right. Remember, because if plates don't fit, the cabinet's useless. Nice big. Once again, soft close, curved doors, European hidden hinges. Locks in place, right? When you're cooking, look at this. Run it off your phone as well. It's going to fire up and look. I was doing some cooking. All the smoke is going out of the motorhome. If you do a lot of dry camping, right, you can use this to keep the motorhome cool, bring all the warm air out of the motorhome. I mean, it blows some serious. Can you see my hair? Sometimes in the morning, this is how I get this hair to come up in the air. I like it. Also, you got that big picture frame window. Nighttime shades, right, with the built-in locks. I love the awning style. I love the big window. Lots of natural light. Inverted plug, right? So you have a coffee maker. You want to plug it in there, run it off of your 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. And then let's talk about some storage. We need some storage. Pot and pans. Hello. Yes, sir. Full water filtration on all Wonder motorhomes. Full water charcoal filter. Once again, soft close. right here for all of my knives, my utensils. And this is an emergency slide out lock just in case. And here's Gordon Ramsay's favorite thing on our videos. He always likes to send me a text after he watches a video, is the Gordon Ramsay pull-out pantry with all of my health food, my Jenny Craig diet stuff. Not working very well, but I guess if I keep eating this stuff, 300-400 pounds is coming any day now. I love it. But look at that beautiful pull-out pantry. Locks in place, right? So it's not going to fall open. Look at this. Built-in garbage can. Very, very smart. Easy access to my Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater. I like that. Also, the Wonder Murphy Bed Lounge has the Vario heat furnace from Truma right here. And then you can see we have ducts throughout the entire motorhome. Nice and quiet, nice consistent heat throughout the motorhome. So if you're in cold weather, turn on that Vario furnace. It's going to keep you nice and warm. That's a nice big, look at the size of this galley, right? I mean, I'm sitting on it right here. Look at this, almost me, can almost lay on this. Lots of room. Nice big galley. This beautiful ducted air conditioning when you're cooking. Is that not great or what? And then, of course, we have our convection microwave. So it's a standard microwave, popcorn, things like that, warm it up. And it's a convection microwave, so you can actually bake in it. So 2 for 1 on the microwave, which is great. And then we have our 12-volt electric fridge, freezer on the bottom. Ooh, is that nice and cold? Keep the ice cream really cold, like that. And then we have our nice big fridge up on the top. Once again, we have all of our important health foods that we like to eat. Hershey's minis are my favorite. I love that. Got some Coca-Cola in there. Still got 6 bottles to go. So that's right there. So 12-volt electric fridge runs off of our house batteries. And don't forget, standard now, we have 270 amp hour standard. You can order the second battery, which give you 540 amp hours. And then up on the roof, we can do 2 types of solar. We can do 200 watts of solar or 400 watts of solar. So the solar panels will be always trickle charging the house batteries. And we have a brand new solar controller, the MPPT controller, that it's integrated into our multiplexing system for 2025. So solar panels are a great option to have, especially if you do dry camping. I would suggest that you have at least 200 watts. 400 is better. Always going to be trickle charging those lithium batteries. So I'm going to invite you into my bathroom, which nobody else does in a small motorhome. I got my beautiful hidden pocket door, snaps in place, but come on this way. I'm going to walk right into my stand-up shower. Once again, I'm 6'1". It's probably 6'4", 6'5" to the top. Look at this beautiful glass doors. Open wide. Look at this. Is this not great or what? Nice big stand-up shower. I can do pirouettes in it. Look at this. Lots of room, right? Let's look at the faucet here. It's got a little controller for water flow. If you're dry camping, you want to save water. Very, very nice. Place here for your shower soaps and your shampoos. Got a handle for getting in and out, which is nice. And we got LED lighting. Skylight for all natural light. And look at this. Want to drip dry your clothes, bathing suit, towels, clothing you wash, a little quick wash, a little dry. This is going to dry it off real nice. Gonna get a little bit of sun in here too, but look at the size of this shower. And plus frosted glass doors, because even I don't want to see myself naked. China toilet. This is a macerator toilet as well. So it's going to churn up all the solids and shoot them into the black tank right there. There's 2 different settings you can use for water flow. I also have my smart fan up above there, my fantastic fan, which I can just press a button there and she's going to fire right up. Look at that. I also love the window, awning style window. Once again, fresh air. Look at that beautiful lake view. You can have nighttime shades as well. But that's going to move everything out of the bathroom as far as airflow. You can do this for entertainment in your bathroom. That's how much air flows. It really moves some air. This is the fun part. Oh, I only got one. Beautiful dressing mirror to get ready in the morning. And don't forget to check out our Leisure Travel Van store on our website. We have lots of leisure great clothing, mugs and hats and pans and things like that. So when you're driving your leisure travel van, you can have the leisure logos on all of your clothing. Absolutely fantastic. But look at this beautiful, once again, 3-piece dry bathroom. Our beautiful vanity. Look at this place here for shampoo, soap, cotton balls, right? Very, very nice. Solid chlorine countertop, stainless steel sink. Have a place here for my toothbrush, my toothpaste, things like that. Right here is we have our full water filtration over there. You can see some of our water lines there, blue for cold, red for hot. Very, very nice. Well done. Place here for towels. And look at this. I love this. Another place for towels. Put all your secondary linens, things like that. Pulls all the way out. Look how beautiful that is. That is so well done, so well done. Second hanging closet, right? I can adjustable shelves, move them out, right? And then have this as a hanging closet area and more storage. Look at this, full drawer extension glide, right? Full drawer extension glide. Whoa, you got some serious interior storage. Look at that, nice deep, right? Very, very, very well done, right? 3 big drawers, all done with soft close. So I have privacy. So look at this. How many RVs could you have 2 adults in the bathroom area on a 17-foot house? You're not doing this in a van, I can tell you that, but you are doing this in the Wonder Murphy Bed Lounge. Big residential bathroom, stand-up shower. Check. Big galley, reclining chairs, 2 of them. Dinette area, check, check. Big bed, check. Nice big 40-inch TV, great interior storage. All the items that I told you to write down, we keep checking them off. It's the perfect 2-person coach. And what powers this motorhome down the highway, it's the Ford Transit HD 350 chassis, cutaway chassis, absolutely fantastic with the EcoBoost engine. Oh yeah, electric power steering. Let's talk about this chassis now. We're inside the Ford chassis area, the cockpit area on the Ford Transit chassis 350 HD. So the Transit has an incredible power source. It has a 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine with 310 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque, and a 10-speed automatic transmission. 11,000-pound GVWR, and it has a 15,000-pound GCWR, just to give you all the numbers. It is the fastest little motorhome I have ever driven in my life. It's got lots of speed. Also have a mirror back here. We have the Sync 4 navigation system up front here with a 12-inch monitor, which is just a fabulous integrated system. You know, I love this 12-inch screen. It's like a little mini iPad, voice activated as well. So you don't even have to take your eyes off the road. You can just talk to it and find whatever you're looking for. Find me a gas station, it'll find you the closest gas station. Find me a campground, it'll find you the closest campground, and you never have to take your eyes off the road. It also does Apple and Android Auto, streaming Bluetooth. You have Sirius Radio, which is a pay-for service, AM, FM. So our backup camera, when you put it into reverse, will come on this beautiful 12-inch monitor. And smart steering wheel, I have all the controlling features that I want. I can see what's going on with my instrument cluster here. I can see my miles per gallon, how much fuel I still have till I'm running out. I can set all my cruise control, my adaptive cruise control right here on the steering wheel. I can also hook up my phone and set my phone right here. That's Apple and Android. So all the controls are right here. I can also go through what's going on from a service point of view when I need oil changes, things like that. That's all right at your fingertips. Of course, we have air conditioning, we have power windows, power locks, power mirrors, everything that you could possibly want. Telescopic steering. Look at this. Very, very nice, right? For driving, it also has electronic steering as well. So electric steering. I have panoramic view because we have that beautiful contoured fiberglass roof that ties into the chassis. So we're a bullet going down the road. You can also move your transmission so you can gear down or gear up right here. So I can go up or down. So let's say you're going into a downhill, you're going to go up a mountain, you can down your transmission manually. This is your control center for all your safety features. Make sure you keep that window nice and clean. So when we order our chassis on our Wonders, we order them specific for our customers. Optional all-wheel drive if you want. Aluminum rims we order from Ford. We also order the Co-Pilot 360, and that has a lot of cool little features to it. Adaptive cruise control, very important to have adaptive cruise control. Some of the other safety features that we have is intersection assist, forward collision warning, pre-collision assist with emergency braking, post-collision assist braking, and high beam assist. A couple other things we order is the black grille. We order the fog lamps, right? The high intensity discharge headlamps with auto high beam assist. And we also have the rain sensing windshield wipers, remote key start. And this is very important, regardless if you order the two-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive, we always order the tire pressure monitoring system, TPMS, on all of our Ford chassis. So I have lots of cup holders, right, which is really cool. I also have USB-C charging port here. I have a 12-volt plug here. I have a regular USB charging port here, another 12-volt charging port here. So they've really thought about all the electronics that we have in our lives now, that I can charge them while I'm driving down the road. Little cubby hole here, lots of storage here, storage up in these areas here as well, right? All of our chairs turn and swivel, all done in ultra fabrics. We also have airbags here, airbags here, airbags here. So you have lots of protection in the cab area. Ford has Ford Pass, and you can download download that app and you can actually lock and unlock your vehicle off of the app. It's very, very cool. Plus, don't forget, we also have remote start for the engine as well that we order on all of our Ford chassis. It's actually very well done. I think you're gonna absolutely love the drive and the handle of the Ford Transit chassis on a Wonder motorhome. All customers that buy a Wonder motorhome, we have an exclusive 2-year roadside assistance program for all of our customers. It includes technical support, roadside assistance, towing, tire assistance, emergency fluids delivery, locksmith service. It also has an RV mobile mechanic, dealer locator for assistance, and a concierge service. So that's standard for the first 2 years of every customer that buys a Wonder motorhome. And we also have MyLTV. This is a great feature. So all leisure owners can subscribe to MyLTV. We have walkthrough videos on almost everything. So how do I dump my tanks? We'll walk you through it. Plus, we have the measurements of every single cabinet and outside compartment on MyLTV, so you know exactly how much room you have in those cabinets. We also have all of our owner's manuals and things like that. You can also join one of our travelers clubs that travel as leisure travel van customers together. So you have Unities and Wonders. They're all going all over the place. They do rallies. We have over 12 of them in Canada and the US. They're absolutely fantastic. Lots and lots of fun if you want to hang out with leisure customers. We also have an ambassador rewards program, and we have a photo contest that we do every year. We have a beautiful calendar that we do of customer pictures of units in a setting like this. We have some great prizes for it too. We also have the leisure list, hidden campgrounds, great travel areas. So we have lots of little lists that we do from customers. And then we also have the Leisure's Explorers team, leisure travel van customers that blog on MyLTV and tell you how their experiences are going to different places so that you may want to go to them. So MyLTV is a great resource center. It's also a great way to connect with other leisure travel van customers. Wow, we thought the interior and the chassis of this motorhome was incredible. I can't wait to show you the outside. Come on, let's have a look at the outside on the 2025 Wonder Murphy Bed Lounge. Now let's check off some items on the exterior. We're gonna need storage. We're gonna need big lithium batteries. We're gonna need a generator. Let's start right here. We have our molded fiberglass transitioner from the house into the chassis. See how everything is tied together? Our molded front mask as well, right? Fully insulated as well. We have courtesy lights here when we get in and out of the motorhome. Fiberglass step for getting in and out of the motorhome. So we have a Girard legless awning. Pretty simple to use. We're just gonna hit the button and out it's gonna come. It's got built-in LED lights. It's gonna come out about 12 feet this way and about 7 feet this way. Look at that, we have lots of sun today and now I'm in the shade. Absolutely fantastic. And don't panic if we get a big gust of wind. Look at this, we'll simulate that. Automatically goes back in. We're gonna walk down the patio side of the motorhome. Let's start up front. If you're in a tight area, look, the Ford mirrors just move in and out. These are power heated mirrors as well. This is really cool. Now, this can be the optional outside TV if you're into tailgating parties or you want a TV on the outside for watching some movies by the campground, or it can be storage. This one has the storage in here, so fit lots of little storage items in there. So that's really smart. So optional 40-inch smart screen TV, or you can go with storage. Very nice. You can see how it locks in place here. Right above here, we have our beautiful frameless sexy glass windows awning style. So what awning style means is I can have the windows open. It can be pouring rain outside. I still have air coming into the motorhome. If you have a sliding window, you don't have that luxury. You got water pouring into your motorhome. Awning style windows, you can see how beautiful they look for 2025. This is where we have our new lithium batteries. So standard, we have a 270 amp lithium battery. We have a second optional 270 amp battery, which gives us 540 amp hours of lithium batteries when you order the option. Brand new 3000 watt pure sine wave inverter. We've inverted all the plugs inside and outside the motorhome, so everything's inverted. We also put soft start in our air conditioner, our Truma Vente air conditioner, 13,500 BTU. So you can run the air conditioner now off the inverter. Also pure sine wave inverter, so it's clean power. You don't want a cheap inverter. You want a good inverter because we have a lot of expensive electronics. We also have we've added an outside battery disconnect switch, this big red button here, so I can turn off all the power to the motorhome. It's on a little bit of a delay, so don't panic when you turn it off. It's on a delay till all the power goes through, and then it turns off all the power to the house. And we also have a new solar panel controller, the MPPT solar controller panel that is integrated into our multiplexing panel. So if you order either the optional 200 watt rigid solar panels or 400 rigid solar panels, that's a nice little option to have for recharging these house batteries. So we have the new solar controller that's integrated into our multiplexing system. Also on all of our handles, we have our own leisure. We call this the switchblade key. Very cool. Call it the switchblade key. Right there, look at that. So that'll lock all of our storage compartments, and so that nobody can get into your motorhome. Look at that. Lock it up here. Lock it up here. That comes with all the leisure locks on the motorhome. And another option you can have is our keyless remote entry. So off the Ford key fob right there, right? You can see it there. We can lock, right? All the doors. And we can unlock all the doors right off the Ford key fob. So that's a nice little option to have because everything is on the Ford key fob. Another nice feature, we have our electric step that automatically comes out. This is in driving mode, so it'll automatically go in and out when I open and close the door. But since we are camping right now, I wanna put it in camp mode. So a little switch right here, hit that switch, and now the step won't go in and out. It saves the motor, saves some life on the motor. I love this handle for getting in and out of the motorhome. It's lit, as you can see. We also have another LED patio light, and you can see the awning patio lights as well. So when the patio's in, I have lots of outside light at night. Right here, we've got our 120 volt plug, now inverted. Storage is always important, right? We always talk about storage, right? Can keep our shore power cable. So this is our 30 amp shore power cable that plugs in when we're at a campground. All done with galvanized sheet metal. We spray foam underneath so rocks and debris aren't gonna damage the motorhome. Also keeps it quieter when you're going down the road. Look at this beautiful strut built in, right? So it's not gonna hit me on the back of the head. Nobody likes that. So we're gonna put this back in there. It's super strong. And look how it closes, locks in and under. EPDM rubber hinge seal, so you don't have piano hinges that are gonna rust onto my beautiful full body paint. We don't want any of that. Another nice option is our optional, we call this our suitcase table, nice and small, all done in aluminum. So it's lightweight, but super strong. You can see how easy it is. And then we're just gonna pop it in. It's got adjustable legs as well. So we're just gonna lock it in there. I can adjust the legs. We're a little high on this side. Lock the legs up. And you can see how strong it is, super strong. If you've got a portable grill, electric grill, you can now just plug it in here and run it off the house batteries, off the inverter, right? If you have a barbecue, standard, we have our quick connect for our barbecue, right? So I can hook up a barbecue, put it on my optional table outside and do some outside cooking. Absolutely smart, runs off the main 13-gallon propane tank. Plug that in. And we got an outside table, which is absolutely great if you do a lot of dry camping. Right where we are right now, there is no campground tables or anything, so it's good that we have our outside table with us. And if you want to see how we build the leisure travel vans, Wonder Motorhomes, we have a great video. Go onto our website, hit your email onto it, and we will send you the 1 hour walkthrough video of the factory. We show you how we build every single thing in the motorhome. This is all vacuum bonded, walls, roof, and floor. So our walls, roof, and floor are all boxed aluminum, right? The reason we use welded boxed aluminum, I might add, is that way it'll never crack, and that's all pressed. We have a beautiful curved wall, right? Everybody else, it's like driving a shoebox, and all vacuum pressed, super strong, Vetrolite, fiberglass exterior skin, and then up on that roof, that is a fiberglass flex roof. It'll expand and contract with heat and cold. Once again, vacuum bonded, super strong, and incredibly looking when you're rolling down the highway. Full body paint, don't kid yourself. Each color painted 3 times, 2 coats of clear. We have 8 standard exterior colors that you can choose from. This one is graphite. We have silver, shadow, glacier, Eurosport, Atlantic blue, white suede, and everybody's favorite, champagne. So you have 8 different colors you can choose from. Check out that factory tour that we did. You'll be like, whoa, do they build a motorhome? We order 178-inch wheelbase. That's really important. So it gives you a much more stable ride. We also order the aluminum rims directly from Ford. You can see our beautiful fiberglass fender skirt here, and then we spray foam. Put your hand underneath there in a leisure. You'll see it's all spray foam all the tanks, spray foam all the wheel wells, so that that rocks and debris aren't going to damage your tanks or damage the motorhome. But more importantly, it's going to be a lot quieter when you're driving down the road. We have a beautiful sunny day, so we have the optional 400-watt rigid solar panels on our roof, so they're trickle charging my house batteries. We got 540 amp hours of battery on this one with our 3,000 watts, so we're using some power, right? But I'm not panicked. I'm not even worried. Let those batteries drain down. I don't care, because standard, I've got a 4 kilowatt generator, Onan generator, gas generator. So those batteries can go as dead as they want. Boom, I can turn on this generator and recharge them out and not stop my camping experience. Onan generator, fire it up, recharge the house batteries at 150 amp hours. Absolutely beautiful. I have the optional solar panels on the roof, so I'm going to trickle charge them all the time. So I am self-contained. That's what a generator does. A generator makes you and your RV self-contained. Maybe you want to tow a little boat, or you want to tow a tow car. The Wonder for 2025 can tow up to 4,000 pounds. Yes, you heard me correctly. So you want to tow something, you want to be small, but you still want to tow. You can tow up to 4,000 pounds with our rear hitch back here, 7-pin connector, plug that in. It's all right there. So make sure you check your weights of your motorhome and the GCWR of the motorhome. On this one, it's 15,000 pounds. We have a GVWR of 11,000 pounds. So if you loaded it up to full maximum 11,000 pounds, 15,000 minus 11,000 allows you to tow 4,000 pounds. But always weigh your motorhome and check all your owner's manuals for towing information. It's very important to do. That's another one. I need to tow a vehicle. Check, check. So let's talk about this beautiful molded fiberglass rear mast, backup camera, LED lights. See the contours and the curves of it, all done. This is graphite exterior paint, absolutely beautiful. Remember, painted 3 times, 2 coats of clear. We also have an optional ladder. It's always backed, even if you don't take the ladder, but if you want to have an optional ladder, very cool. It's a 2-piece ladder. Hides in my storage area here. We're just going to lock it right here so nobody can climb up onto your motorhome. And look at this. Come on up here. Let's have a look what's up on the roof. Very cool. The wind's blowing. I'm on top of the world. I think I can fly. How beautiful is this? You can see the roof, every single screw head sealed. That's very important. Water can penetrate through the screw holes. Not gonna happen. Our rigid panels, we got 400 watts, WineGuard 2.0, Wi-Fi booster, TV antenna, satellite dish. Does 3 different kinds of satellite: Bell, dish, or direct. Super strong. Absolutely cool, man. We are on top of the world, baby. This is one of our checklists, was outside storage. Hello. We have outside storage. Look at the size of that. Now, just to give you a little perspective, if I can still do this, over the years, it's been getting harder, but I think I can still do it. Yes, I can. Look at that. Look at this. I can escape. The question is, can I still jump down? Yes, I can. Olympics just happened. That was a 10. That's a nice big storage bin. This is our outside service center. So this is where all the action happens. This is for filling your tanks, dumping your tanks, all that great stuff. Everything is all in one spot. Let's start off with our optional macerator pump right here. This is for dumping your tanks. So your black water tank and your gray water tank. So this is a nice little option to have. So this fits into here, and then it fits into a round sewer area, 3-inch sewer area. There's a little knob on this end. Make sure you take that knob off. Otherwise, if you've ever seen the movie RV, we're gonna have the same thing. So that's gonna go in there. I am then gonna pull my black valve, and I am then going to turn on my macerator. And that's how we dump our tank. So that'll do the black tank first and then the gray tank. We always include the 3-inch dump hose, even if you order the macerator pump. So if you order the macerator pump, this still comes with the motorhome. You'll still be able to keep on going. This is your Santa Flush black water flush. So if I want to clean my black tank, I hook that hose back up into here. I hook up a water hose to here, and I open up the black valve, and then I clean my black tank. So you want to do that once or twice a year, but make sure you are plugged in. And there's our gray handle there for dumping our gray tank. Over here is our satellite dish and our cable connection. So if you have a portable satellite dish, you would then plug it in there. We also have the optional of the WineGuard T4 satellite dish that does dish, direct, or bell. So whichever way you want to do. It's kind of nice to have one that's already on the roof. That way you're not carrying one that's taking up storage. And then here we've got our cable connection. So if the campground's got cable, you can plug in there and watch TV. So this is my water pump right here. So if you are dry camping and you're using your own water that's inside the motorhome, you would turn on the water pump pump right there. If you wanted to have an outside shower, plug this in. I've got hot and cold running water. So great little feature to have. If you've got pets or kids or grandkids, or heck, even me, have an outside shower, got hot and cold running water. Absolutely fantastic. That's all done right there. As we go here, you can see right here, this is where we would fill up our fresh water tank. So we would get a drinking water hose. It's going to plug up into here. And then this valve over here goes to city water or my tank water. So when I fill up my tank water, I would hook up the hose, turn it on. It would fill up my freshwater tank. Don't panic. As it gets completely full, it'll drip onto the ground and then you know it's completely full. Or you can go inside and check the monitor, or you can check on your phone if you have the app on there. This is a antifreeze pickup hose or freshwater pickup hose. So this is my RV antifreeze for winterization here. So if I want to winterize my motorhome, it happens lots in colder climates in the wintertime. You get a big jug of RV antifreeze, plug this in, turn off all the valves, turn off all the valves on the Truma AquaGo Comfort hot water heater, turn it on your water pump. It'll suck it up and go through your lines, and you'll have pink lines in your water lines so they won't freeze up in the wintertime, cold weather. Or if you're dry camping, let's say, and you ran out of water, so you got a big jug of water, I can then do the similar thing, but except I'm going to suck the water into my fresh water tank. So I love this pickup hose. It's quite beneficial. This little mechanism is for dumping my tank. So I want to dump my freshwater tank only. I can go underneath here, turn this in, and I can drain my freshwater tank. Everything very convenient, all in one place. Now, standard on all Wonder motorhomes is the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater. This is the best hot water heater system in the world. Comes out of Germany, comes out of Truma. When it's on Eco, it doesn't heat the hot water in this little 1 liter of hot water. When it's on Comfort Plus, it does heat this 1 liter of hot water. Recirculating pump, and we have separate lines that go to each hot water faucet, the shower, the bathroom sink, and the kitchen sink. So when you turn on that hot water faucet, boom, instant hot water. As it uses up the 60,000 BTU heat exchangers kick in, and I have unlimited hot water. So if I'm plugged into shore water at a campground, I have unlimited hot water. Truma, 60,000 BTUs. Love this. Look at this big galley, right? Window, picture window, awning style once again. And I love the new window up above in the slide out on the Murphy bed on the MBL. You can see you've got lots of natural light. Here's where our 30 amp shore power connection goes in. And we also have a built-in surge protector, right? Built in on all of our motorhomes, so that if it's bad power at a campground, it's not coming into our motorhome. It's not going to damage our lithium batteries or our 3,000 watt inverter. In the event you plug into a campground and all of a sudden there's no power coming in, it means you've got bad power at the campground. Surge protector built in. Down here, we're going to fill up our propane tank. So this is all done by a certified propane tank filler, right? We have 13 gallons of propane. We have a gauge here. We also have a gauge inside. So that's all done by a professional propane filling service station. We're just going to close that up there, lock that up. And then here, look at this. We always talk about this storage. Look at this. Beautiful storage area. Nice big storage area. Maybe put a couple sets of clubs in there. I think my carry bit clubs would fit in there, no problem. Double struts, right? All galvanized sheet metal, right? Very important. We use galvanized sheet metal. We spray foam it all. Galvanized sheet metal won't rust, won't crack, right? EPDM rubber hinge seal. So EPDM rubber hinge seal, but look how nicely that opens up, and look how big that storage bin is. Hey, look at this. We were super stealth, slide out in. Now look, I'm at my campground. I bring the slide out, double tracks, top, bottom, both sides. 2 electric motors bring it in and out nice and smooth, nice and clean, right? Curved, just like the main wall is. It's made just like the main motorhome. Vacuum bonded walls, roof and floor. Absolutely fantastic. Landscape window awning style. That's our slide topper awning. Slide topper awning, that prevents bird droppings or debris from coming back into your house. That's what it's designed to do. And if you come over here and you look at, so we got track, top and bottom, both sides. That way the slide out always goes in nice and square. And look how the beautiful curved wall is. It ties into the exact same curve of the motorhome. Then for sealing purposes, we go with bulb seal, and a sweeper seal. So when it's closed, it's nice and tight. And plus when it's open, it's nice and tight as well. So nothing's going to get into your motorhome. Hear that? Same sound because it's made the same. And look how many screws hold this slide out together. Look how it's sealed. Look at the great curve, right? Check that off on the checkoff list. I want stylish looks. Wonder, check. Our molded fiberglass transition area back into the chassis. Little courtesy light fiberglass fender skirt as well. I really like this feature for filling up your fuel, right? So you can get fumes into that beautiful motorhome. We don't want any of that. So look, I can open up my fuel fill. I can fill it up, right? I can then take out my hose, go there. This is gasoline engine. Close it. But look at this beautiful molded insulated fiberglass front mast, right? So you have panoramic view. I mean, I'm looking at that water as I'm driving down the road. Molded fiberglass. We talked about this earlier. You can move the mirrors in and out. And look what powers this incredible motorhome. This is the Ford Transit Cutaway Chassis 350 HD. And we're just under 10 feet in exterior height, so it can fit into a lot of garages. And remember that checklist? I hope you wrote them down because I forgot them all because there was so many things. Big residential bathroom, stand-up shower, big galley, reclining chairs, dinette area, big bed, nice big 40-inch TV, great interior storage. We keep checking them off. It's the perfect two-person motorhome. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do appreciate it. Ring that bell, smash that bell. Go to our build-in price on our leisure travel van website. You can build the motorhome with the options and all the colors, and it shows you exactly what it's going to look like. Make sure you go and check out a local leisure travel van dealer. Take one out for a test drive, see one in person. This is our 60th anniversary of building motorhomes, same family ownership. We want to thank everybody for buying our product for the last 60 years. Hey, what a super hot day it was for shooting this 2025 Wonder Murphy Bed Lounge. Beautiful motorhome, our 60th anniversary. In honor of that, it's Clear Lake. It's 30 degrees Celsius, which is over 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going swimming. Dean from Leisure Travel Van.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dean from Leisure Travel Van.